Yeah, Brandon Meriweather, who we've played against before. He's a very physical safety. He comes down in the box very well. He'll bring a degree of toughness to our secondary, to that position. We welcome him. Well, the toughest part you want, penalties and the issues you don't want. And he's a young man who's expressed thanks in being here and having the opportunity, and I think he'll take coaching. He's competitive, very competitive, and to a certain extent, obviously we want that, but we don't want what goes with it, obviously.
Making the transition from college to pros, well, we went back-to-back picks. So we were first-round picks because we were enforcers, because we did hit, because we were violent, within the rules, and having to transition from that, I think, is extremely tough, especially at safety. If I was still a safety, I don't know if I can play in today's football. Brandon replaced a guy by the name of Sean Taylor, who, in my opinion, is the best football player I've ever seen, regardless of position. So being an undersized guy, people were saying, well, he's too small, this, that, and the other. We used to call him Little B. And then as he transitioned to a starter, his nickname became Killer B, because he literally would take people's heads off. So that's the type of guy you want back there in your secondary. And then, he's taking his bruises and hits over the head. Hey, can't hit people like that anymore. And I think, 9 years in, he realizes the target area has changed.
Very fine line for a coach, very fine line for a player in the league that we play in nowadays. But it's all about target, and it's a low target area that we're now a strike zone, which is, we're talking, let's say, from the chest down to the thigh, and that's what guys have to begin to do. I think that a lot of players in this league, a lot of aggressive players in this league have adjusted to that. I think a lot of them are doing it, and we need to. So it's preached, let's talk about, and again, we haven't had him here for but a day, but that will be focused on him. And I'm sure when you're away from football for a little bit, and you realize where that may have been one of the reasons, I don't know if that is or not, I'm sure you'll find a way to get